Ambush maths on open ground. Tactical secrets from Special Forces operations. Explore the strategic maths behind successful ambushes on open ground, revealing how timing and positioning win high-stakes battles. Ambush maths on open ground. The tactical calculations that win battles. Imagine you're out in the middle of a vast, open plain. There's no forest to shield you, no hills to hide behind, and yet, you need to launch a surprise attack that will overwhelm your enemy. Sounds mad, right? Ambushes with no cover seem like a recipe for disaster, yet history and special ops teams prove time and again that it's not impossible. What's the secret? It's all about the maths, the strategic game of positioning, timing, and angles that can turn an open ground ambush from a reckless gamble into a calculated masterpiece. Let me share how the ambush maths work, and why understanding this can give you an edge not only in battles, but in any situation requiring strategy under pressure. The challenge of open ground ambushes. In a woodland ambush, it's easier to stay hidden. Trees and bushes are natural cover, perfect for lying in wait without detection. Open ground offers none of that. Here there's no concealment, which means the attacking force risks being spotted early and possibly overwhelmed before striking. So the fundamental rule is this. If you're going to ambush on open ground, you must be certain your positioning and timing are near flawless. This is where the application of vectors, distances, and angles, the maths, becomes essential. Calculating the perfect position. Distance and speed. You need to know the enemy's speed and the distance between you and them. This helps determine when your strike will be most effective. Ambush timing is a precise calculation. Angle of attack. Positioning your team at an angle where the enemy has the least line of sight is key. Striking from blind spots or choke points where escape or counterfire is limited improves success chances. Escape routes. Unlike a typical ambush, where mobility can be less of a concern after engagement, open ground demands you know your exit strategy down to the meter. If the encounter turns sour, your team must retreat swiftly, avoiding direct enemy fire. For example, if you have a squad waiting 500 meters away from an enemy column moving at 4 miles per hour, you can calculate exactly when they'll be in the kill zone. Too early and you give yourself away. Too late, and you miss the element of surprise. The role of timing in ambush maths. Timing doesn't only mean knowing when to attack. It involves coordinating every member of the ambush force to act simultaneously or in carefully staggered waves. Initiation. First, one element must trigger the ambush, often with disabling fire or an explosion, to delay or disorient the enemy. Main engagement. The rest of the unit strikes in a calculated, choreographed manner, each knowing how long after the initiation their turn comes. Extraction. Once the enemy is neutralized or retreating, timing your withdrawal to avoid counterattack becomes critical. Mathematically, if you're off by even a few seconds or meters, the entire ambush can fail catastrophically. This is why modern special forces train with simulations and practice so extensively. They're perfecting their timing to absolute fractions of seconds. Behind the scenes, the secret war of special ops and covert ops. The fascinating bit is that the principles we're talking about don't just apply in history or theory. Special ops units operate precisely with these open ground ambush maths in their minds during secret war missions. These high-stakes encounters require exact positioning, flawless timing, and the ability to adapt calculations in real time. One misstep could mean disaster. If you want to get a feel for the gritty reality of these covert ops, check out some action-packed stories written by Steve Barker. His Covert Ops series offers thrilling and realistic portrayals of these tactical operations that might just blow your mind. The unseen maths in every ambush. At first blush, ambushes might seem purely instinctive or chaotic, but the truth is they are methodical engagements, scripted by invisible numbers. Probability, calculating how many enemy combatants can respond within the time frame. Geometry, understanding lines of sight, fields of fire, and angles to minimize risk and maximize impact. Timing, measuring reaction times, movement speeds, and synchronization across units. The most successful ambushes are a ballet of these forces, executed with the precision of a mathematician and the nerves of a warrior. Why it matters to everyone. You don't have to be part of a special forces secret war to appreciate the value of precision, whether in military strategy or life itself. The maths of ambush teaches us about preparation, forethought, and how success often comes down to tiny margins and smart choices. And if you enjoy unraveling these hidden layers of tactical genius in thrilling narratives, or want to better understand the rationale behind these high-stakes decisions made under immense pressure, Steve Barker's Covert Ops books are worth a look. Join the mission. Dive into the world of tactical warfare through stories that reveal the careful calculation behind every move. Check out the link above and experience the challenges, risks, and mathematical precision that define every special ops ambush.